Hey folks, today's tutorial, we found on the LP here shown in the background, Dave Edmunds. And the title of the LP is Get It. It's a song written by Nick Lau. I Knew the Bride. And hey, fantastic song. Yep. And the thing is, we're going to pick up on a version by Nick Lau. I think in the late decades, late 70s, I should say, Dave Edmunds put it on this LP shown here in the background. Somewhere in the mid-80s, Nick Lau, the writer of the actual song, he took it and he made a pretty good hit out of it. It went to number 27 on the Hot Billboard 100. Now, and believe it or not, I believe Huey Lewis and the News was the backup band for Nick Lau, and I think he was part of the production, and I think he played harmonica on Dave Edmunds' stuff too, so it's really early Huey Lewis's work also. Anyway, it's a monster of a song for an acoustic guitar. It's basically, this is what they traditionally call the 3-chord rock and roll, because that's all it is. There's 3 chords, but it's not what you call easy, though, either. It moves. But I'm going to try to do a version of it. I'm not going to favor either one. Well, I should say, yeah. How Dave Edmunds does his boogie is... he does his boogie like that, and Nick Lau does his like this. We're gonna favor the Nick Lau because he's the one that made a hit out of it. He's also the one that wrote the song. So this is a blend between Dave Edmunds and Nick Lau, and they're buds too. They're members of the Rock Pile. They have a lot of musical work done together. Anyway, I'll do my playthrough, then I'll come back and I'll show you what I was doing.
She was married herself.
Hey, folks, I'm tired. It's just standard tuning. And the boogie part of it, you can go like this. But I was going. Then I was kind of crossing down here, so you just kind of do that. And then muffling it. Muffling, kind of holding your hand like this when you go on. So you get a sound like that. Okay? Then when you do your B, I was going here. That's all that was, so you get that. And then I'm playing like 2 notes at a time, so this would be like a power D. So I'm getting both those strings there. Okay. Just grab the next string over, and once you got that, that's almost the whole song. Okay, so then you do that. Well, with the bride, looked a picture in the gown that your mama wore. She was married herself nearly 27 years before. They'd changed styles, looking fine. Stayed up all night, but they've got to finish just in time. So that's the first verse, just doing that. Okay? Okay? And then, so then the second verse is the same as the first, except with this exception with the lyrics. Get all your lyrics down, and you'll be okay. And so we're going to come to a chorus. So let's just do that. But the way that she looks today, she could have never then. And at that part, you're going into the chorus. And I just hold it on an E there. Then I come up and I go. That's a walk into the chorus. I'm up on my A string, and I'm on my 7th fret. Okay, do a walk down into. And then you hit that A. I can see her now drinking with. I can see her now with the tight blue jeans. And then to an E, pumping all her money down the record machine. A, smile like a top. You should have seen her go. And then right into that same old boogie like again. I knew the bride when she used to rock and roll. I knew the bride when she. Then hit a B like this, just using this string and that string. You used to rock and roll, used to rock and roll. And then do it again. I knew the bride when she used to rock and roll. I knew the bride when she used to rock and roll. That chord's just an E. And then you have verse 3 and verse 4. And they're the same boogie as we've already went through. Just get your words down, and it's all the same. Okay? It's that over and over and over. And then it goes into chorus 2. Chorus 2 comes in the same way, where you kind of, where you're running it down. Okay. See her now drinking with the pain. This is the same thing. I knew the bride when she used to rock and roll. I knew the bride when she used to rock and roll. I knew the bride when she used to rock and roll. And then go going into the instrumental when you're on that B, and then you're coming into, you're playing that second chorus, and you're coming into the instrumental. You come down with a A. And then I didn't have the harmonica to put in there, or the knowledge of to play one, so I just whistled. Okay, and then the outro is then it just comes back into that same thing. Well, I can see her now with her headphones on, jumping up and down to her favorite song. I still remember when she used to want to make a lot of noise, hopping and a bopping to the street corner boys. That, excuse me. But that's it, folks. I mean, you can, then you can play I Knew the Bride When She Used to Rock and Roll, that part of the chorus. I'll do it 8 times and then call it quits. But anyway, I hope it helps. Kind of an oddity of a song for the acoustic guitar, but hey, why not try it? Okay? Hope it helps. Hope to see you out there playing around some campfires. And hey, what's wrong with jumping in a coffee house? And don't forget the folks at the care centers.